So we're out here on the farm and it's late March. We're right around the corner from food plot season. So we're out here sort of assessing what we have left that the deer haven't consumed and really taking the opportunity to start beginning doing our soil sampling. Now more than ever, it's always been a good idea to do soil sampling, but now more than ever with the rising cost of materials, fertilizer costs are 3 or 4 times what they were just a year ago today. So why throw down a pound more than you have to buy if it's just going to be wasted? So the concept of putting fertilizer down and the way some guys do it is just throw down just a general application and hope for the best. What we're going to do today, a sample from every one of our fields. We're going to send it into a lab through a soil sampling bag, and we're going to tell them what our intended crop is going to be so that they can take what's existing in the soil, macro and micronutrients and pH, and give us a detailed report of exactly what we need and how much of it so that we don't buy or waste any more than we have to. It's a pretty simple process. We're going to use a soil probe. We're going to go down in the field and get down to the root zone. A lot of guys just go through the top couple inches, but we want to get down into where the roots of the plant are going to be, down here 4 to 6 inches deep. I'm actually going to take this little top layer off because this is the root zone, and I'm going to walk across the field and I'm going to take multiple samples from various spots across this field. High spots, low spots, in between. I'm basically going to do a grid pattern out here and grab as many samples as I can. You'll notice this is all corn here behind us. So this is going to be soybeans going into this field next year. We're going to take all the areas right around this perimeter of this field that are going to be in beans, and I'm going to put those samples in this plastic bucket. Once I get this thing full of samples, not full of samples, but enough samples taken, I'm going to mix them all together, get them crumbled up and mixed together, and then I'm going to put those samples into the bag up to the line that they have suggested. And by the way, it doesn't take a lot. And then we're going to fill out the field number, the intended crop, and these are going to get sent in. For about 10 bucks, you can have your field sampled and understand exactly where you are on pH. By the way, pH is on a scale, if you can remember from science class, 7 is neutral. And the more acidic or lower that pH number your soil is, that binds up the nutrients in the soil and does not allow the plants to be able to access those. I kind of think of it in terms of like a magnet, and when you throw fertilizer on the ground, if the magnet is really strong, it's going to hold those fertilizer particles like steel to a magnet. But if that magnet is neutralized, then the plants can utilize those fertilizer particles and those nutrients to be able to take them up and grow and to do the most efficient job of performing. But it's going to be a waste of money in a lot of aspects if you're throwing down fertilizer and your soil pH is way out of whack. Especially the most acidic soils will bind up those nutrients, and you're not going to allow your plants to enjoy the benefits from that. So we're going to check them all out today. Usually by the time we send these bags in, it takes 3 to 5 business days. We're going to get an emailed report and a mailed report. We can take that to our people that we're working with on fertilizer and soil services, and we can tailor a program that's going to be absolutely spot on for what we have going on in the current situations on this farm for the best fields possible.